Welcome back to the Hidden Haven Homestead. Today's video, we're going to be out in the strawberry patch, which not just strawberries. We had a little garlic on one end, and this video is going to be about planting our onions. When I made my rows, I had a couple of extra rows, and I skipped one because it wasn't nice and tight. So that one's going to be in between some strawberry rows. But today we're going to be putting our onion sets in. I think I've got somewhere between 1,500 and 2,000. So I got two rows. One's going to have 900 in it. One's going to have 500. And then the row that has the garlic, we're going to finish it out in onions as well. So I'll show you what we've got. So this is a crate of onions we got from Morgan County Seed. These are candied onions. Let's get the top off of it here. I think each one of these sets, they said have 45 to 60 onions in each one. So you see they're small. I've got an auger that I'm going to use. I'm not using the whole auger, I'm just going to use the tip of it. We're going to plant them about an inch deep, so about right in here is where they're going to be planted. It's going to be in the black plastic. So my wife's going to go, Beth's going to go through and she'll make the hole. I'm going to get some scissors and cut it away just a couple inches so that it has some room to grow. And then we'll punch these down in there, kind of pinch the dirt around it, make sure it's good and tight. And then we'll just let them grow. They're going to get the exact same fertilizer that our strawberries do, because I'm not going to run any special lines. They're on the same main line. I could do it different if I wanted to by turning all the valves off. I don't know if any of you watch Farmer Dre's channel. He had a video last year of doing candied onions, and he did his this very same way in the same strawberry field using the same fertilizer. And if you watch his video, he had some really nice candied onions, 3 or 4 inch diameter. So we're going to give it a go. Hopefully they'll make real good, and the cat decides it wants to. This is my wife's favorite cat. We just call it Black Cat. He's very friendly. Hopefully in 95 days or so, we'll have some nice, big, juicy onions. All right, so here we are. We're putting the holes in. We're gonna have 3 rows in this row here. Like I told you before, see how this bed is just misshapen. On the strawberries, they really need to be nice and firm on top. And this one, we had some issues with the grass that was here clumping up, and I never could get this row to do right. So I just skipped it with the strawberries, and we're gonna plant onions in here. So these onions are gonna be 4 inches apart. All the way down. So this is a 100-foot row. That's 300 per row here on the what we're punching in. So there's going to be 900 in this row. The next row over, I did those 6 inches apart, so that one's only going to have 600 in it. And then down at the other end, I've got the garlic there. And where we finish with the garlic, we're going to go ahead and we'll put in the rest of those with onions as well. So I'm gonna set the camera up over here.
So we've gone through and made the guide for the holes and got those punched. Now Joe is making V cuts where the holes are so that we can stick those onions down in there and hopefully make that a little bit easier and still keep the weeds from growing up where the onions decide to grow there. So if you live in Missouri, you definitely know what this nasty thistle looks like. It does have a beautiful pink flower, but unfortunately it can take over a pasture very quickly. Here's one that's pretty big, starting to grow. I'm gonna let Joe help me with that one because it's right over his drip line, and I'm sure that he does not want me to put a big hole in the main drip line. So we'll do that one together. But while he's finishing up the V cuts, I thought I would get my shovel and take out some of these thistle that we definitely don't want taking over the strawberry patch, because those little things on the end of them hurt when you touch them. If we have people out here picking, we definitely don't want them getting scratched or stuck with a thistle.
Okay, so I've got a bundle of onions here. I think there should be 45 to 60, they said. So we've got our holes made. I've got a little V cut in them. I'm just gonna take my finger down here, make sure I got a hole, stick it down in there, and then just push the dirt up around it like that. Gotta put them in about an inch deep. So just put them down in there, push the dirt around it, and that's all there is to it. Make a little bit of a hole, push the dirt around it, and we've got onions. We'll just do that all the way down through here.
That's a lot of onions.
There's more in the fridge downstairs. These are all the candied onions, all the yellow candied onions. I've got some red candied onions and then some regular whites. So our goal is to have enough for the farmer's market and to be able to do some onion powder and maybe onion salt, but probably more onion powder. What we're wanting to do is have a certified kitchen downstairs, and then we can make all our own, anything we want to make, we can actually take with us to the farmer's market. Right now, all we can do is jellies. They don't have to be made in a certified kitchen. If you want to do any like canned green beans to sell or any of that stuff, you have to have a certified kitchen to do it in. So this row's done. This is what 900 yellow candy onions look like. You can see I put about 4 inches between them all the way down. On my next row that we're working on right now, I've got red candy onions, and I don't know if it makes a big difference how much width is between them. I went with 4 here. These are supposed to get 3 to 4 inches in diameter, so that should give them room to grow. We'll hop over here across the strawberries. While we're here, we'll look at them. On one of our other videos, we had a real cold snap and killed a bunch of blooms, and we've got a bunch of them coming out now. Looks like hopefully we'll get quite a few strawberries still. From what we went over to David Brown's today, and from what he said, you know, the first batch, you're gonna have a hard time keeping them from getting frosted out anyway. So it's a big deal, but not as big a deal as what maybe we might think it is. But so this is gonna be the red candied onions. I've got 6 inches in between each one of those. So this row is only gonna have 900 in it. I don't know if we'll have enough to do all red candy in this one. If not, we got some white onions that we're gonna put over here at the end of the garlic row. And I'm probably gonna do 4 rows. I'm gonna do them just like I've got the garlic here. It looks like 4 rows, about 4 inches apart. So I'm just gonna continue this row just like it is. And this is about half the row, so we'll probably have about 400 or so of the white onions. So we'll keep working here and we'll come back when we're done.
So my job on this has been to kind of go through these bundles. When you buy them in bulk like this, so the white candied onion, the yellow sweet, we bought a whole crate of those, and then we bought 10 bundles each of the red candy, and then these are just the whites that will do the littler ones when we take them to market. But when they come, you can see you kind of have to rifle through them. It's got some packing stuff. I don't know if that's just dead from when they do so I've been pulling all of that kind of out. When we did the white candy, it said that it was supposed to have 45 to 60 in a bundle, and most of those bundles had about 100 in them, but there were several that were pretty small, so I went through and just picked out the bigger ones on those. We don't have as many of these, so we're planting more of them. And as we just, even the smaller ones, we're planting of those too, which will be interesting to see how they get the size on them. So I'm gonna finish going through all of these and we'll be ready to plant these and we'll be done for the day.
All right, so that's gonna do it for this video. We've got 900 of the yellow candy onions. We got 600 of these red candy onions, and then around 560 or 70 of these white, just regular onions. Hopefully, we'll have plenty of onions for the farmer's market. We'll have green onions that we can sell from this row. That's about it from here. If you like these videos, share them, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and until next time, we see you right back here on the Hidden Haven Homestead.